Good day, everyone. It's time now for Weather News with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. On Friday, happy Friday to everybody. It's the 10th of August already, 2018. Taking a quick look at the weather maps from the National Hurricane Center. Well, Debbie is gone. Kaput. Nothing there for the next 48 hours, and nothing should occur in the next 5 days. What about the Eastern Pacific? Well, we still have John and Christy. Neither one of these should hit land, and John should dissipate soon in a few days. Right now, John has 45-mile-per-hour winds. Its pressure is 1001 millibar, and it's located at 25.9 north, 119.9 west, and it's moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. So far as Christy goes, she has 70-mile-per-hour winds. Her pressure, 991 millibars, and Christie's located at 18.2 north, 129.8 west, and Christie is moving northeast at 9 miles per hour. Here's a quick look at Tropical Storm John's track. As you can see, it's going to just die on down and just be a depression center later on by the weekend. So it shouldn't be a threat to anyone at this time. And the same is going for Tropical Storm Christy. By Monday, well, really Sunday, by this weekend also, it should just be a depression, and it should keep weakening, moving on out to sea and not a threat to anyone. It is a time of the year that we need to keep our eyes on the tropics. I do this every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Do not fear. If I see anything at all, I'll make sure and put it up for you. Here's the GFS map, and it's courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. I've got it kind of big right now. I want everybody to see it before I make it smaller and give the forecast for the entire U.S. this morning. Right now, as you can see, we have a quasi-stationary front over here moving offshore. As this one moves by, it's going to turn quasi-stationary also. What does that mean? A good chance for rain cell showers to develop and get convection and bring some rain to people. So this is what it's looking like. We will move it right along here. Punch it through. You can see everything going on. See how it's moving to the east, and it's going to stall out. It's going to be bringing some rain up from Maine all the way down through South Carolina. In Texas, it looks like you're going to be getting some of this rain also, as I spoke of yesterday, along with Oklahoma by Monday. As it moves on through, you can see what's happening. I did this because it's a little hard for some people to see the smaller map, and I understand that, but I can't make it bigger when I'm doing that because I'm doing other things at the same time. But there you go. I just wanted to point these things out to you. So what's going on? I'll turn the map on and give you a quick rundown this morning. We got heavy rain that's going to be happening over parts of the southern plains and parts of New England. Temperatures still will be 15 to 25 degrees above average over parts of the northern Intermountain region and northern Rockies. Now, a front extending from the northeast southwestward across the lower Great Lakes into the middle Mississippi Valley, Central Plains will be quasi-stationary and dissipates by tomorrow afternoon. Now, showers and thunderstorms is going to be developing along and near the boundary from parts of the northeast into the middle Mississippi Valley through tomorrow evening. Now, then we got a second front, I told you this yesterday, extending from the mid-Atlantic southwestward across the Tennessee Valley into parts of the southern plains. Now, it also will be a quasi-stationary front from Tennessee Valley area to the southern plains through Sunday, and the eastern parts of the boundary will lift northward into the northern mid-Atlantic coast by Saturday night into Sunday. Now, showers and thunderstorms are going to be developing along the front from the mid-Atlantic to the southern plains through Sunday. Meanwhile, monsoonal moisture and daytime heaving is going to be aiding in producing showers and thunderstorms over parts of the southwest Great Basin into parts of the central southern Rockies through tomorrow night. Now, the greatest coverage of the showers and thunderstorms will be during the late afternoon into the late evening for today and tomorrow. And in addition, a front's going to be moving on shore over the Pacific Northwest by tomorrow night and move inland to parts of the northern high plains, northern Rockies, and to parts of the Great Basin by tomorrow evening. Now, the system will aid in developing showers and thunderstorms over parts of the Pacific Northwest and to parts of the northern Intermountain region by late today into tonight and right on through tomorrow to tomorrow evening. Let's take a quick look at where thunderstorms should be popping up today. Right now, it is set at 6 a.m. in the morning. This is what it's looking like. And this is the European model showing the more heavier rain where thunderstorms may appear. We will move it up some to around 10 a.m. this morning, 10 to 11 a.m. We can see those systems moving off to the east. We do have some rain in Arizona. Texas is getting the most of it for the most part, though. As we move on up to around 2 p.m. this afternoon, the rain begins to spread more. We can see more pop-up showers happening everywhere. None of these seem too severe. Some could turn down in Louisiana severe when it gets a little darker red and into the purple. You can bet that it may develop into something else. As we move on along to 5 p.m., it's from coast to coast, from Florida all the way over to California. Moving up, of course, we've got this chance of Nebraska and also Kansas, parts of Oklahoma, New Mexico, parts of Arizona. Texas is the big deal as the rain moves along the coastline areas from Texas all the way to Florida and up to North Carolina. A little bit of stuff starting in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Nothing too drastic. And we will continue to go through to around 8 p.m. this evening. And up to around 10 p.m. this evening, and we'll go up to 1 a.m. in the morning. And as you can see, as that system moves out, the other one comes down, it stalls for a bit, and the rain dissipates and then comes back. That's what it's looking like for the next 24 hours or more. Now, as we take a quick look at the CAPE map, of course, this measures the energy in the air that can cause water spouts and tornadoes. This is set for 9 a.m. this morning. Of course, the darker red, and when it's purple, that's the better chances that you have of these cells turning into something as they pass through your areas. This is 9 a.m. We will set it to around lunchtime this afternoon. Doesn't seem to be moving at all or doing anything. So we will go up to around 4 p.m. this afternoon. Now, as you can see, we have a high pressure down here. Well, that's where all the energy is down here in the Gulf right now for this to happen. But some of these have the potential that they could turn into something, or they might not. Around 8 p.m. tonight, as you can see, Texas, all up in this area, and parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and all over Florida, things begin to pick up some. Also, out in the areas of Missouri here and in Illinois, and a little bit of part down here of Oklahoma and Kansas. You guys need to watch when you have these thunderstorms come up in your areas also. It doesn't take but just the blink of an eye for these cells to turn into a severe thunderstorm that could turn into something else for you right now. And this is what it's looking like around midnight tonight. It's going to be another hot day. This is the temperature map, my friends. Hot, 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 hot. Coolest areas up in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, a little bit of New York. All of this is cooled off to what it has been. But would you look at this from New Jersey right on down to Florida? Let's see if we can. New Jersey, 87. Well, this is around 1 p.m., so it's going to feel a lot hotter than that. Where I'm at right here, 89. You know it's going to feel a lot hotter than that. We'll come down to South Carolina, 89. Parts of Georgia, 90. And what's happening here in Florida? 90 degrees. As we move up, you know, these folks over in these areas here in the Northwest, they've been having extreme heat. Extreme heat. Let's click down here in Lower Idaho. 97 degrees. It's going to feel a whole lot hotter. This is around 1 p.m. this afternoon. We'll click on down to around 5 tonight. A little bit cooler as that front pushes through. That's what's giving these cooler temperatures. These folks aren't getting it. I'm so sorry. The front's pushing through. That's why things are beginning to cool up just a tad for everybody in this area. We will move up to around 10 p.m. this evening. Things start to cool up just a little bit. Still awfully hot out in the Northwest. And so, with that all said and done, that is a check of the weather today. If it's your first time over at Weather News with all of us here, and J7409 myself, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Click the bell. Click off the little email notification and make sure you get all the latest in the weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and tropical weather. I'll make sure and get it out. And what's today going to be like with the temperatures? Hot, 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 my friends, as you can see. A little cooler up in the northern areas, in the northeast area from Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, parts of Pennsylvania, and in the mountain area here of North Carolina and Tennessee. But it's because the stationary front is moving off and another quasi-stationary front's pushing through. That's what's bringing the cooler temperatures over to this area. Will it last? Not forever. Still very extreme heat going on in the Northwest. We will click right here. Down in Idaho, 97 degrees. You know that's going to be a lot hotter. This is around 3 p.m. this afternoon. Everywhere you see the red, hot, hot, hot. Have yourself a good day, a safe day. Please subscribe. Thank you for everything you do for me. And may each of you have much peace, love, and kindness your way every day.